was on a mountain when lightning struck. We do this thing called Beyond Malibu. They're absolutely amazing. They're founded in British Columbia. And you can link in the description below to a video that yours truly is in. You'll hear one of the soothing voices, and those soothing voices will be yours truly. We've been, as a ministry at Southside Christian Church, which is the church I currently work at as a youth pastor. I don't need these, there's no music playing. We have been working with that ministry, Beyond Malibu, for a long time, for years, over 10 years. And actually over 15 years we've been working with Beyond Malibu. But 1 year was very interesting. So Beyond Malibu essentially is you go up into British Columbia, you hike the mountains. It's very rugged. You have to pack your own food. You are pooping in a hole in the ground, and it is rough. You are roughing it. And it's quite the shock when you first do it. It is a shocker of an event. But it's fun. It's very fun. It's a fun event. And the Lord always seems to use it for incredible things. And I don't know how long or how high these mountain peaks are, but we were currently, maybe somebody watching the video can post in the comments what the height is for this mountain range. But I keep getting distracted. Beyond Malibu takes a group of students. They go up the mountain for 4 days, come down the mountain in 2 days, and you spend essentially a week in the wilderness. You go above alpine, which means the trees stop growing, and it is one of the coolest experiences to experience God's nature, and it's beautiful. Absolutely suggest going down and link in the description below. Watch the video. It is so cool just to see what we actually are doing and kind of get a context for the story. So I would say pause the video, go down, watch that video, and then come back and listen to this story. I'll wait. Wasn't that a cool video? Wasn't it really awesome? But I went up on a route called Long Perks, and I was taking a group of boys. This was probably, I don't know. It was a while ago. It was over 7 years ago. And we did a route called Long Perks, and Long Perks doesn't really do what's called a summit, but it skims these mountain peaks for multiple times. You're up above alpine for most of the days. And we did this route, and you come up on this mountain range, and it's called the Saddle Before the Bowl. And then because what it is it's like there's Perks. Mount Perks is here. Mount Perks is my head, my bald cap, and then there's these mini mountains, and then it just all comes down to the ocean. And so the Saddle Before the Bowl is right here. Then you come down into the bowl. You hike all day to get to what I think is called King's Court over on this side of the mountain. And we saw the most. So it was rough. It was a rough hike all day. Super sunny, super awesome, and we were exhausted. And we're looking out, and you're above the mountaintop range, right? You just see all the mountains for as far as you could possibly see. If it's not a smoky season, then you just see forever. And it's incredible. Absolutely beautiful. Well, we see these clouds skimming the mountains as they're coming towards us. And there's some big clouds, you know what I mean? So they're skipping across and they get to us. And we watch them like overtake us, and we're seeing lightning striking within the clouds. And they overcome us, and it's like raining, and we're like, all right, cool. Well, we didn't see any thunder and lightning. Sorry, that was wrong. We didn't see any lightning yet. We're above the tree line. And I already spoiled it, but this storm come rolling in. And we're all hanging out, and we knew this rain was coming, so we stuffed our packs under, but everybody's like, hey, grab your rain jackets and waterproof stuff so, you don't get wet because it's going to be rainy. Okay, cool. So we're all hanging out, and we're doing our thing, and all of a sudden, lightning, crack, boom, and lightning supposedly hits the highest thing, and we are the highest thing. The only higher thing is Mount Perks, which is just a little bit over the ridge, and the guides that were hiking with us go, everybody move, and so we all take off, and we're running down the mountain as a group. And they told us, grab your foamies. They're our sleeping mats that they've given us because they make you less conductive, apparently. And we're running down the mountain. We left all of our gear back up at camp with our tents and stuff. And we're hooking down, and the rain's just, and it's in your face. And at one point, I was sitting on a cliff, and I opened my coat, and it was like, and it's like when you put a leaf blower in your face. It was so crazy. So we come running down the mountain, and we get to another point. Crack, boom, lightning striking everywhere. And so the guys are like, everyone spread out and lay on the floor. So we spread out, and all the students are at the moment, we're like, this is so scary, we're gonna die. And all of us leaders after this were like, this is so cool, we're gonna die. So we spread out, and we lay out on our foamies, and we're laying down trying to get as close to the ground as possible, and just crack, boom, lightning strikes the peak at Mount Perks. We had a girls route that was hanging out at Mount Perks, and we were just like praying for them, like, Lord, just be with them while they're here. And lightning strikes again, and it strikes below us, and it lights the trees on fire. One of my students goes, that tree's on fire. I'm like, nah, it's not. Holy cow, that tree's on fire. And the just fire, lightning, rain, and it was so sick. And one of my students didn't bring rain gear, so he was soaked to the bone. And like soon the storm passes over us, and it's just cloudy and drizzling. And we pick up our stuff and haven't had lightning strike in a while, and we're walking around and we're giggling because we were like, the kids were scared, man. I'm sure somebody pooped their pants, but all of us leaders and guides were like, that was the coolest thing we've ever experienced. And nobody got struck by it, but it was so loud and so incredible. And I wish I hadn't lost my glasses before it all happened. That's right. I lost my glasses day one of the trip. And I hadn't gotten to see anything except for the lightning strikes. Because those were hard to miss. So, has anybody seen a pair of glasses in British Columbia?